Hey guys, just a quick note here before we start the mission. I really couldn't run these huge events with 50 plus players and hundreds if not thousands of units without my partners over at Fox 3 Managed Solutions. They have been key to the mission's success, and make sure to use the new discount code for 10% off of your server. So enjoy the video just as much as I enjoyed flying the F-4 Phantom in a mission for the very first time. Thanks guys! The Shah smiled as the Huey slowly banked to the left, revealing the long black runway and tarmac of Crown Prince Hassan Airbase, sprawling out into the middle of the endless desert. The base was named for his oldest brother, who had been first in the line of succession. He was groomed from a young age to become the Shah, and received only the best education, with throngs of tutors, Islamic scholars, Christian monks, and Jewish rabbis, invading the palace day after day before he left for Oxford and Cambridge. He was perfect, smart, and worldly. The world's aspirations for peace in the Middle East were placed squarely on his shoulders. His death at the hands of a drunken taxi driver in the middle of London's Piccadilly Circus set off a succession crisis that rocked not just the Kingdom of Dhimar, but the Middle East as a whole, as the Piranis and the Soviets smelled blood in the water and started to circle. This crisis was deepened when across the world, the second in the line of succession was tragically killed by a mortar shell fired by Viet Cong sappers while teaching South Vietnamese pilots to fly the venerable A-1 Skyraider at Da Nang. And the burden of becoming the crown prince and the hopes and dreams of a besieged nation fell onto a relatively unknown nobody. The Shah's life had been laid out for him. He would be a football player on the national team, and then he would be a warrior, fighting in the Royal Dhimar Army or flying for the Royal Dhimar Air Force, and his life would be nothing more than that. The Huey's distinctive, twin-bladed whomp 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 started to slow as the co-pilot in the left seat turned around and pointed a gloved hand down towards the airbase, letting the Shah and his wife know they were on their final descent. And the Shah knew in the back of his mind that his own succession crisis was brewing as Islamist propaganda filled the airwaves, agitating the hardliners of the kingdom and the latent Islamists. But the Shah smiled, and the worries of his office left his mind as he saw the rows of beautiful, gleaming phantoms neatly parked before him as the Huey slowly started to settle onto the tarmac. His wife, dressed in a black designer dress, flown in from the fashion houses of Milan, grabbed and held onto his gloved hand tightly, barely letting the Shah slip away and out of the helicopter. But she knew, after all these years, her protests couldn't and wouldn't stop him. It was who he was, and he wouldn't be himself without it. The Shah leapt from the helicopter excitedly and grabbed onto and emphatically shook the hand of the commanding officer of the number 117 Spectres of the Sinai Squadron, before the colonel could even muster a salute to the Shah. As two young enlisted life support specialists quickly brought over the Shah's helmet oxygen mask, G-suit, and survival gear, including the Shah's restored and preserved M1911 .45 caliber sidearm he had been carrying in the cockpit since his very first taste of combat on an exchange tour over North Vietnam. The Shah had just turned 76 years old and was officially listed by McDonnell Douglas and now Boeing as the 4th highest time F-4 Phantom pilot in the world. And come war or peace, the Shah was going to keep his currency by getting in a few hours and 3 bounces. It was a point of pride, not for only himself, but for the Kingdom of Dhimar, that their Shah was the only head of state in the entire world who was a qualified and current fighter pilot. And the Royal Dhimar Air Force would move heaven and earth to keep it that way, erecting additional Patriot and IHawk batteries and launching numerous BARCAP flights to ensure no Pirani MiGs had slipped through and were over the range the Shah would be flying towards today. He started his pre-flight by sliding his hand across the nose cone, then the fairing covering the M61 Vulcan cannon. It was just 2 old and tired warriors meeting again, and the Shah smiled and said quietly to the F-4, "Hello, old friend. You've gotten me out of so many tough scrapes and brought me home safely so many times before. Do you think you can do it again one more time for me?" As he scrutinized every fastener, rivet, fairing, and bolt on his jet, adorned with the first 5 of his aerial victories, as memories of elating victories and gut-wrenching losses flooded his soul, and deep down, he knew this Phantom he was about to fly also had a soul and held the same memories deep inside her bones. The Shah started to finish off his pre-flight by checking the shackles and fusing wires of the inert practice bombs he would be dropping on the range today. His assigned instructor, his gal in back, and the crux of the brewing succession crisis walked up to him, giving him a very crisp salute, before grabbing onto him in a tight hug and saying, "Hey, Daddy-O, let's go fly. Remember, I'm just here to make sure you fly good and don't suck. The rest is all you. It's your show, of course." The Shah laughed and was immediately pulled out of his melancholy and started to climb the boarding ladder and get into the Phantom's cockpit, where he had to sit for a moment, taking it all in as he knew this could very well be his very last flight. Through the intercom, he heard his Gib say, "Take your time, Dad, there's no rush." And when he was ready, he started to fly his way through the startup procedure, knowing every button, switch, and knob by heart and feel after a lifetime spent flying the F-4 Phantom II. Soon, the jet lurched from the parking spot, taxiing to the runway, flanked by 2 F-5E Tiger II chase planes, owned and operated by the 1st Special Operations Squadron and the Royal Aeronautics Company. As the F-4 and F-5s roared down the runway and started to climb out of sight, the Minister of Defense, the CO of No. 117 Squadron, and the commander of the Royal Dhimar Air Force all paced nervously in front of the onlooking news cameras capturing the Shah's flight. The Shah's wife sat quietly and pensively, holding tightly onto the patch pulled from her son's flight gear, contemplating how she could possibly persuade her daughter to abdicate her new claim to the throne after the death of her oldest son in the first days of the new war they found themselves in. She would be a remarkable first empress of the Kingdom of Dhimar, tall, beautiful, highly educated, and an accomplished RDAF pilot, and one of the last active-duty F-4 drivers. But her looks were far too European, and it was not the right time for a female head of state in the Middle East following her husband's death, especially as Islamist propaganda flooded the airwaves from the new Islamic Revolution, draped in the flag of Arab nationalism across the Sinai Peninsula and in the land of the pharaohs. Just having her daughter be named the crown princess could be incredibly destabilizing. The irony of this propaganda emanating from the same land once ruled by the likes of Nefertiti or Cleopatra was not lost upon the Shah's wife. The number 117, Spectres of the Sinai Squadron, and the number 118, Cheetahs of the Hejaz Squadron, were the last of the Royal Dhimar Air Force's once mighty F-4 fleet. But as two expanded reserve squadrons, they still operate a combined total of 60 F-4E and D Phantom IIs, making up a substantial reserve of aerial strength. These squadrons also consist of some of the most experienced and skilled pilots of the Royal Dhimar Air Force, with several observers noting that the RDAF does not transfer pilots or ground personnel between aircraft types or occupational specialties for a person's entire career over the life of an aircraft type. With danger on all sides of the Kingdom of Dhimar and resources stretched thin, the RDAF does not waste the potential of any pilot, maintainer, or airframe. As a result, the ranks of the Spectres and Cheetahs reserve squadrons have swelled with not only the most experienced pilots of the RDAF, but also the most successful businessmen, doctors, actors, artists, technologists, and other professionals. Prior to the start of the new war, it was a common sight to see F-4Es in Royal Dhimar Air Force markings at FBOs across Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, splashed across Twitter and Instagram, as pilots tried to maintain their currency while also contributing to the many businesses and the economy of Dhimar. While most graduates of the Royal Dhimar Air Force Academy, upon completion of their undergraduate pilot training, hope to be selected by the squadrons with the newest and best aircraft in the inventory, such as the F-14 Tomcat or F-15 KD Strike Eagle, a select few, like the Shah's only daughter, chose the route of joining the reserve squadrons as active duty pilots to learn from the most experienced pilots of the RDAF and follow in the footsteps of their fathers, beloved uncles, or even older brothers. In between the deafening roar of the pilots of the Spectres and Cheetahs taking off and landing for their assigned missions in the new war, loaded for strikes, interdiction, or cap, the Shah returned to the airfield from the range. He and his chase planes performed a low pass over the runway, his triple and multiple ejector racks now empty, as he then pulled up and into the pattern, allowing ATC to fit him into the traffic as any other pilot in the middle of bustling combat operations. After two successful touch-and-goes, carefully flanked by dirtied-up first SOS F-5s, he came around the pattern once again for a full stop, making a beautiful, soft touchdown on the runway, squarely in the touchdown zone and on centerline, with two squeaks and some small puffs of smoke before carefully lowering the nose and then popping out the drag chute. After turning off the active runway and jettisoning the chute into the infield, the Shah taxied in with his canopy up and oxygen mask dangling off one side of his helmet, smiling wide for the cameras and from his happiness and joy of getting to fly, and waved to the gathered crowd before stopping the aircraft short of the small podium and shutting down the howling and smoky J-79 engines. Slowly climbing down from his aircraft and removing his helmet, the Shah walked to the podium, adorned in wet and sweat-stained flight gear, flanked by representatives of Martin Baker, the Minister of Defense and the Commander of the Air Force, before addressing the gathered crowd of enlisted airmen, officers, pilots, and their civilian family members. The Shah cleared his throat and began with, "Many say that the specters of the Sinai and cheetahs of the Hijaz squadrons are relics of the past, museum pieces of a nation trying to hold onto a bygone era, or point to you as evidence that we are a weak nation. But here today, we will be honoring those in your ranks on behalf of a grateful nation. I have certificates of entry into the Martin Baker Club, including your ties and Bremont watches, 2 Royal Dhimar Distinguished Flying Crosses, and kill certificates to be presented to 2 new aces, and a Royal Dhimari Victorian Cross, jointly presented by my office and the British Ministry of Defence for one of my pilots. This is the first Royal Dhimar Victorian Cross to be presented to a Royal Dhimar Air Force pilot since the 3 that were awarded on the harrowing and now sacred day of the 19th of May, 1978, for conspicuous gallantry above and beyond the call of duty, flying and fighting through the worst aerial ambush that has ever befallen the Royal Dhimar Air Force. You all here today still fly in the same aircraft that took part in that fateful day so long ago, and your phantoms are imbued with the spirit of those young aviators I am lucky enough to have flown with and called my friends. You have all been flying in the company of heroes your entire career in the cockpit of your F-4s. And in this new war, Operation Burning Sands, you have all lived up to their legacy and exceeded it. The 5-minute alert that fateful morning started as any other. Briefing assigned responsibilities, radio frequencies, pre-brief targets, and administrative functions. Before, we all sat in our cockpits for hours of endless boredom, hoping and praying that the scramble horn would sound, but when it did, we had no idea what we'd be flying into that day, and how few of us would make it back home to fly and fight another day. Flak so thick you could walk on it, and gleaming silver MiGs like fireflies across the sky. Alright, here we go. Radio check. You guys still got me?
2. 3, got you 5.5. Two is aligning, was not able to align before engine start. Thanks.
Roger that. One's aligning.
For alignment. Roger. What alignment are we going for? Forward heading. Alrighty then.
And 4 to lead, checking in, radio check.
Got you loud and clear, 4.
Alignment's done. Go primary sync now. All right, ready to taxi.
Forward check wheel chocks.
Roger. Yes, sir. Chalk out. Okay, sir, you're all set.
One screen, ready for taxi. Quick question though.
Shoot.
Do we need to sync the heading knob in the back by the right hip?
I am unsure. I haven't done that because I wasn't 100% sure.
Disregard then, don't do it. Alright, go button 7 on pry for ATC. Princess on tower, Pharaoh 1, radio check.
Pharaoh flight, here, loud and clear.
Copy that. Alright, you guys ready to taxi?
We are unsure on INS, we're just gonna go for it.
Copy that. We've got TACAN set up for you guys. If it does.
Osiris 2 flight taking runway 31 for departure.
4 is aligned and green jet.
Copy that. Stand by for taxi. Princess on tower, Pharaoh 1, flight of 4 F-4Es. Central alert ramp, ready for taxi. Princess on tower, Pharaoh 1.
I believe it's CTAF, but we don't have a tower.
Copy that. Princess on traffic, Pharaoh 1, flight of 4 F4s, taxiing via taxiway Alpha to the active runway. Here we go.
Let's make like a tree and get out of here.
2's rolling. 4, let me roll before you. 3's rolling.
So we planning to go downtown on this one? Oh, great. How low, do you mean?
4 is rolling.
Source 2, flight to Master's Control. If you're on this frequency is not in use, come up on my frequency 277.55.
Pharaoh 1 copies.
And anyone else at this frequency, same. I'm gonna have to drop out of this. Frame rate is untenable right now.
Copy that too. If you get it fixed and get back in the jet, let us know.
Will do. Safe travels, guys. Turning off taxiway here.
Copy.
Tough luck, man. Good luck. Ask Phil if he wants to wizzo for me, because mine kind of dropped out. Phil's got to head out too. Unlucky. Alright, go kill shit. Good luck, man.
Princess on traffic. Flight of 4 F-4Es. Flight of 3 F-4Es, taken runway 31 for an intersection departure. Great. 4. You guys ready to go?
Ready. I will resume position as your dash 2, man.
Stripes aligned.
Copy that.
Course ready to go.
Form takeoff.
Negative. Let's go for 5-second intervals.
3.
Alright, one's running them up. One's rolling.
Engine's good. Airspeed's coming alive.
2 run up.
80 knots. 100 knots. 50 more and we'll be...
2 rolling.
Running them up.
5 shot nails. 4 o'clock. Gears moving.
3 rolling.
Gear up. Blast up.
One's out of burner.
3 out of burner.
One's pushing button 5, Damascus control.
4 out of burner.
Damascus control, Pharaoh 1, flight of 3 F-4s, passing through 4,000, runway heading out of Princess on.
Pharaoh 1, Damascus control, radar contact. Try and call me a bit sooner. I'm working everything top down. Don't let me call my call on these seats out there.
Copy that.
Damascus control, Pharaoh, 7-1. Saying the call sign. Tornado 7-1.
45 degrees.
Tornado 7-1, Damascus control, level up.
Tornado left to be down 1 bird. Tornado 7-1's aircraft is close to the hangar.
And right towards a heading of roughly about 030.
2.
3.
Massive Control, Pharaoh 1 flight requesting own nav to Palmyra.
Pharaoh 1, number 0 navigation.
Own nav for Pharaoh 1.
539 flight to Massive Control.
Sorry guys, got a little slow on you. Bringing it back up to 300 in the box.
23 miles, 8,000.
Damascus Control, dives when 9 flight, you call me?
Lead, you got stepped on, can you repeat the speed?
Left 25 degrees.
300 in the box.
13,500.
I'm up to, I'm gonna go for 20,000.
Sorry, I was on the landline a second.
You apparently asked for me 1 minute ago.
That's F-9.
Yes, sir.
F-9 to Master's Control, wind 310 at 10, altimeter 3001, runway 26, clear for takeoff.
Copy, Damas. We're trying to delay the takeoff. We're waiting for some people to gather around here to not be up on for too long.
F-9, roger, cancel takeoff, air tool short, runway 26, advise ready.
Copy.
Snippy 1, push overloads, yeah.
Damascus, push what frequency?
8 o'clock.
Snippy 1, it's going to be frequency 301.5.
Snippy push 3015.
Rudder. New steering is set.
Hey, under 6 to Master's Control, you didn't have to have any contact with that Huey about you, do you?
Rudder. You've got steering to the new point.
Damascus Control, the Huey is a camera crew working around Princess On at the moment.
Interesting, yeah, he's not talking to me, I'll report he did, but, okay. Under 6, wind 310 at 10, altimeter 3001, runway 31, clear for takeoff.
Runway 31, clear for takeoff. Number 6 flight.
Zero 1, push overloads, yeah.
Damascus Control, Pharaoh 1, request frequency change to Overlord.
Pharaoh 1, A-frame, push overloads, yeah.
Pushing Overlord, Pharaoh 1. Flight push button 2 on Pry. Two, 3, you guys up?
3's up, saddled.
Copy that. 3 and 4. Go ahead and push button 2 on Pry. Copy.
4 is up and button 2 set.
Overlord, Pharaoh. Flight of 3, F4s, -1, checking in.
Pharaoh flight, Overlord has your radar contact, contact was at 199, 125. Your squawk will be 3100 in sequence with blocks of 170. Call when ready for attack plan.
That Pharaoh 1's got block 170, and can you say the squawk one more time for Pharaoh?
Pharaoh Overlord, your squawk is 3100 in sequence. How copy?
3100 in sequence, Pharaoh 1.
Snoopy Overlord, 2 P-51s checked in.
Snoopy 1-1, Overlord, as you radar contact object bullseye 23474. Have you working block 160, squawk of 3000 in sequence. Call when ready for attack plan.
2, 3. Go ahead and go for squawk 31002 and 31003. How copy?
Squawk 3120. Sorry about the formation. I had to go heads down.
You're fine.
Can you repeat? You guys stepped.
Yeah, no problem. We're gonna shift call signs here. Original Pharaoh 1-3, you're now 1-2, and 1-4, you're now 1-3. How copy?
1-3, new call sign Pharaoh 1-2.
3 copies.
3, your squawk is 31003.
Snoopy 1, Overlord, you have SA6 active, bra 34219.
Flight copies.
Overlord, Pharaoh 1, may want to have Snoopy stay a little bit lower, stay away from those SAMs.
Pharaoh Flight Overlord copies. All players, attack plan is as follows. Overnight Empire of Quran Army armor columns have crossed the border without national command authority from the Sultan. The Royal Damari Army units have retreated to the south to deconflict with interdiction air power. Full-scale invasion is unlikely, most likely a navigational error or comms error. Less likely a shaping operation for invasion. Of all fast jets which can be controlled by the FAC or FAC-A being Snoopy due to Paroi armor on Damari's soul. Collateral damage must be kept to an absolute minimum. How copy?
Pharaoh 1 copies.
Snoopy copies, and just a heads up, 1-2 is now lead.
And Anubis, Pharaoh, Vulture, Seth, Overlord to push to FAC-A for Snoopy 1-2.
Pushing to FAC-A for Snoopy 1-2, Pharaoh 1.
Seth 8. Vulture 1 copies.
And 3 to lead. What was the score?
Overlord size 2 flight for interdiction is 30 miles from
31003.
Alpha size 67, ready for tasking.
Snoopy's going to be on 275.0. Push button 14 on Pride.
Osiris, Overlord, push to FAC-A for tasking.
Okay, Vulture 1, checking in.
You said button 14 spot?
Yeah, it's going to be button 14.
2.
3 is on button 14.
Snoopy 1-2, set A flight ready check.
Ναι, για κάτσε σου τώρα κι εγώ.
All aircraft, this is Snoopy flight. We are just now coming up. How copy?
Got you loud and clear, Snoopy. You've also got Pharaoh 1, flight of 3 F4s, a whole bunch of Mavericks for you as well.
Roger, Pharaoh 1, bunch of Mavericks up and ready. We are currently entering the AO at the Papa Site 6-7.
Copy that, Snoopy. Be advised, we got numerous mud spikes from AAA batteries in the area of Papa Site 6-7.
Roger that, thanks for the update.
Osiris 2, flight of 4 F-4E Phantoms with a bunch of Mavericks ready for tasking.
Roger, Osiris 2, bunch of Mavericks, Snoopy 1, copies all.
Snoopy 1, Vulture 1, flight of 3 F-4s armed with rockets ready for tasking.
Coming left, heading 360.
Set 8, flight of 3 F-16s with 6 Mark 82s each. Roger, set 8, Mark 82s, Snoopy copies.
Snoopy Anubis 4 on station as frag, 4-ship F4 is ready for tasking.
Anubis copies on station.
Shipper 1, just want to confirm the copy, Vulture 1's call.
Last station, say again.
Roger, Vulture 1, confirm that you copied my call of 3 A4s armed with rockets.
Vulture, Snoopy copies.
Snoopy, Red Crown, snap south, you're about to cross the border. Break, Typhoon 9 flight, Red Crown, snap south, you're about to cross the border.
Snoopy copies, we just hit the flak batteries.
Spread call when Funson.
Typhoon 9,
Copy that, go ahead and
south,
bounce it.
as far as you can, you are on the precipice.
Watch out, Como.
Going a little more left.
Sorry for the formation, guys. I'm heads down a lot.
10 o'clock.
No problem, you're good.
Nails, 10 o'clock.
Shipper 1, Vulture 1, are we clear to push toward waypoint 1?
Stay firm, push to waypoint 1, Papa Site 6-7, beware of flak batteries.
Vulture 1. Typhoon 9, Red Crown, are you on this map?
Nails, 7 o'clock.
Sorry guys, got a little low here. Coming back up to 17.
Typhoon 9, red crown. Snoopy 1 flight red crown snaps south, you're about to overlay the border again. Snoopy copy, snapping south.
Snoopy, Pharaoh 1. There's no targets at Papa Site 67. Go ahead and move on.
That's a negative. We got flak batteries. They hit me.
Copy that.
Flak batteries lighting up right now.
Copy. Go ahead and disregard the flak for now. We gotta find the armored column.
Roger, pushing Highway 34. Typhoon 9 flight, red crown. Typhoon flight, listening. Typhoon 9 red crown, recommend push 305 for red crown. Copy 305.
Contact, 9 o'clock high, I don't know what that is.
I think it's a KC-135.
Quite possible, yeah.
Red count, Pharaoh 1. Any MiG activity over Peron?
Snoopy 1 to Recon Flow 06, the border is on your nose, 7 miles. Roger, flowing 060.
Two, 3, you guys good?
2, all good. 3, all is well.
Roger.
Snoopy 1 to Recon Flow south, multiple pop-up groups, pictures developing. Group north 13 maneuvers. Roger, flown south.
Nails, 7 o'clock.
Copy, how bad is it?
Two, 3, go combat spread. Figure we do a little bit of a search pattern here, see if we can find anything.
Repeat last call.
Go combat spread, and I'm just looking to get eyes on Palmyra Airfield at this point.
Copy that. I will go combat spread left, 3 take combat spread right.
Copy, how does my engine cowling look?
We've got nails, 1 o'clock.
Confirm, 3 going combat spread right.
3 confirm. Combat spread right.
I think I'm doing something wrong with the fuel system. Looks like I'm still feeding off of internal fuel when I should be feeding off of my externals.
We have a 4 o'clock.
Do you know where the fuel management panel is located?
Hey, firm. I wonder if I just bled the wing tanks dry.
And nails, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that's very possible.
Overlord, Snoopy, how's that looking, Meg, looking?
Should be in the, like, top position for the wing tanks to be emptying.
Snoopy, Overlord.
Roger.
West group and west middle group are maneuvering hot. East group is maneuvering southwest. How copy? Good copy.
Watch out there, 3.
Yeah, sorry about that. Got a little bad on geometry.
Oh, I got nails on our nose, 12 o'clock. And, oh, nails, 12 o'clock.
It would be Pharaoh 1-1. You guys still up?
Firm, flowing south as directed by Overlord.
Copy that.
Have we got an eyes on Palmyra yet?
1-2 is heavily battle damaged. Gonna try and remain airborne.
Copy that, Snoopy. Looks like we've got smoke near Highway 32 border crossing. Probably get you guys up here, get you guys escorted from the MiGs. We need your eyes on a potential target near a hamlet. Looks like a armored column.
Copy. Recommend flow north.
We've got nails, 9
Recommend
o'clock.
flow
And,
direct Palmyra at this point.
Nails, 8 o'clock.
Roger, direct Palmyra. Snoopy.
Red Crown. Pharaoh 1's got nails. Some kind of airborne threat in across the border. Any eyes on that?
We've got nails, 9 o'clock. Alright, those are some nails, 2 o'clock.
Two and 3. Are you guys still with me?
Affirm, 2-3. still with you.
Copy that. I'm gonna do a low pass and scare up some flak. I think I've got eyes on the convoy. You see that main highway 32 that runs from the smoke along the border to a hamlet that is right down at my 2 o'clock low?
Copy, yeah, I think I see what you mean. Keep in mind, Mavericks need like 3 minutes to warm up, so just warm them up before you go down.
Copy that. I'm not gonna be shooting yet. I just want to see if they shoot at us.
You want to dive for them?
Stand by. Snoopy, Pharaoh 1's got eyes on that armored column. Just be advised, there's an SA-6 in the area.
Roger that. Snoopy 1 is currently flowing towards Palmyra.
Copy that. 2, 3. Fly high cover above these clouds here. I'm gonna go see if we can scare up some flak and see if these guys are hostile.
Keep it high cover.
Have that. 1's dipping. 1's in from the south.
Tree's keeping high cover as well, and 3 to 2.
Snoopy Osiris 2, do you have anything for us? Osiris 2, Snoopy, negative. We are currently away from the AO, flowing towards Palmyra.
Males, 7 o'clock, and males, 7 o'clock.
Oh, there's flak.
And AAA, get out of there.
Copy that. 1's jinking.
Snoopy has eyes on smoke.
Copy that, Snoopy. Looks like they set up some flak batteries in the vicinity of that armored column along the main highway. Just need your permission to engage it, we'll start hitting them.
Roger, say again, call sign.
It's Pharaoh 1.
Roger, Pharaoh 1-1, clear to engage any hostiles in the area, avoid collateral damage if possible.
Roger that, Snoopy 1. Alright, 2 and 3, you guys see where that flak came from?
Yeah, I see it.
Copy.
You want us to fence in for air to ground?
Yeah, affirm. Flow air to ground. What's the flak suppression flight? See, A4's call sign?
Become Mavericks. 2 fenced in for Mavericks.
3's doing the same. My whistle has the convoy inside, I think.
Copy that. Vulture 1, Pharaoh 1.
Go for Vulture 1.
Copy that, Vulture 1. We got numerous flak batteries in the vicinity of the armored column. We could use your help with the suppression.
Roger, is that Highway 32 border?
Affirm. Highway 32 border. The armored column is along that main highway that runs out of the Highway 32 border crossing. And the column is now up against a... looks like a little small hamlet, and they've got 4 flak batteries arrayed in a rectangle around the flanks of the column.
Copy, pushing direct for Highway 32.
Spot suggest trail formation.
Affirm. Go trail formation. We'll set up for a south and north approach.
Ground 1-8, sir.
Affirm, 3's a little separated here, coming to trail.
Copy.
2 saddle trail.
7, Red Crown.
Mud, SA2.
We're heading closer to north.
Red Crown, Snoopy, be advised, wingman is taking over FAC A. I am battle damaged and heading to Palmyra.
It's got visual on potentially a bandit here crossing the border coming at us.
Circle 1, Scram, Green Lane 220.
Roger.
Yep, we're about to merge with the bandit.
Watch bogey. 9 o'clock low.
Circle, Scram 220.
12 o'clock. 4 miles. Watch out, Stinger. 10 o'clock.
Roger, for confirmation, scram means leave immediately, correct?
Alright, one's merged with a MiG-21. No, MiG-23, MiG-23.
Roger that.
Red Crown, Red Crown.
Red Crown.
Pharaoh 1 is merged with flight of MiG-23s. How copy? We're right at the Highway 32 border crossing.
3 hit.
Red Crown, A-Firm, currently got cab inbound. That's just a session to, will currently merge 3 contacts.
Copy that.
Okay. Block. 1, 1,000. 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. 4, 1,000. Shoot.
Julius, in the fight with your spot, I can't get a lock on him.
Copy that. I had a lock on him. I just gotta try and get him.
11 o'clock.
In a turning fight with him. Not great.
He's at our 11 o'clock. We have him now. I'm picking up nails on the nose.
Alright, I got him locked.
2 o'clock now, and another at 12 o'clock.
Launcher, Red Crown.
Gun skill, gun skill. Splash 1, MiG-23. 2, you still up? 2, you up? Red Crown. Pharaoh 1's flowing south. Defensive.
5,000 cold.
We've got a slogger, 11 o'clock, 6 miles. No can do. Getting nails, 2 o'clock. And nails, 2 o'clock. Right 5, 4 miles, 4,500. Okay.
For 1 additional contact now, zero nose, 2 miles, 4,000.
Copy. Pharaoh 1's merged with another MiG-23.
Pharaoh 1-1, Green Lane 250.
SA2. 12 o'clock now. He's at our 12 o'clock. Break lock. One o'clock. He's at our 9 o'clock.
R1 still merged with that big 23.
12 o'clock now. Two o'clock high now, 2 o'clock high. Three o'clock now. One o'clock. Hey bud, we got nail 6 o'clock.
Furlong 1 party approaches from the north 10 miles. Green lane 230.
Roger, say again for Pharaoh 1.
Wilco.
So if you want to drop to the weeds, got a friendly with a shot on, can't shoot, better suit.
Roger.
Last call for Snoopy.
11 o'clock.
Go for Snoopy.
Snoopy, descend low altitude as quickly as you can.
Nails 5 o'clock. We've got our 12 o'clock high.
Recommend flow.
Roger that. Rock, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, shoot! Ooh, piece of candy. We're on a 6, nice job.
Alright, Pharaoh 1's breaking away, running towards Sayqal. Pharaoh 1's pushing Red Crown AIC freak.
Pharaoh 1 be advised is currently a gorilla group shuttle. Limited support I can provide.
Copy that.
Pharaoh 1, green lane 240.
240, roger.
Snoopy from Anubis Flight. We're right next to the tanker. Do you mind if we go ahead and plug up so we can stay topped up?
This is Vulture 1, we're merged with a MiG. We can use some help. This is a Vulture 184.
Those are some nails, 2 o'clock. We have a 2 o'clock, 5 miles.
Any cap element, we can use some help. Save 4, merge with a MiG-21.
We've got a 12
Copy.
o'clock, 5 miles. Missile.
Snoopy 1 from Anubis 4. Snoopy. Snoopy from Anubis 4, we go to switch to tanker frequency and get some top-up gas. Okay, from here, clear to switch tanker, go for gas. Switch tanker, go for gas, thanks.
We have a 6 o'clock.
Sortie, Osiris 2, what's the sit rep? We've been flying here in circles for very long on target.
This is Pharaoh 1. Looks like we got a big response. Recommend jettisoning air-to-ground weapons and trying to help out the A4s.
Pharaoh 1, we are pushing Highway 32 checkpoint. Where are these targets at?
Roger that. On Highway 32, direct east from the checkpoint that's currently on fire. On the main highway, there's an armored column that is against a hamlet, roughly 10 nautical miles to the east of the border checkpoint.
Roger, capture. Roger, those flag positions are to the north and south of the convoy.
Affirm.
Alright, fellas, let's take out the southern one. I'll go for the northern ones. Fair 1-1, Osiris 2-1. Do you want us to drop stuff and go there?
Cyrus, if you're able to make it to the border position without engaging MiGs, then go for it.
Okay, where would you like to go? We have a 11 o'clock, 6 miles. Nail?
Repeat, if you don't want us to engage MiGs, Osiris 2?
6 miles.
Red Crown's discretion.
We have a 10 o'clock, 6 miles.
This is set A-flight. Would you like us to engage that column as well?
Sayqal traffic, Pharaoh 1, flight a single ship F-4 inbound for immediate landing, fuel emergency.
Mud, 3 o'clock, SA-6.
Sayqal traffic. Any conflicting traffic on this frequency, please advise.
We've got traffic at our...
Sayqal traffic, single ship F-4E inbound for runway 27, landing, full stop, fuel emergency.
Already gear, flaps, pressure, warning lights, anti-skid. 1,000. Looks like we've got traffic at our 12 o'clock. 100. Now, when we first took off, we were badasses. Now we just have hard asses. Don't fuck it up.
Two's gonna follow you up.
So we planning to go downtown on this one? All right, okay.
Well, Myra borders defined 4. So status defined 4 should be defined.
Alright. You're steering is set for the new format.
Should be defined 4.
Sayqal traffic. Flight of 2 F-4s taken runway 26. Gonna be a right downwind departure.
Our side.
We'll go 5 seconds staggered departure. Sayqal traffic. Flight of 2 F-4s taken runway 26. Right downwind departure.
Engine's good. Airspeed's coming alive. 80 knots. 100 knots. Heads up, nailed. 6 o'clock.
2 is rolling.
Nailed. 6 o'clock. Gears moving. Flaps up.
Coming right. After that, I'm going to go for 300 in the box to start off with.
Mud on our nose, 12 o'clock. AAA.
Hold up. Push. Let's push button 8 for red crown.
Mud, 12 o'clock.
2 push button 8.
Red Crown, Farrell 1, Flight of 2 F-4Es, checking back in, inbound towards the target area.
Red Crown standby. Searching.
Oh, I got nails on our nose, 12
Now we're coming out of Sayqal.
12 o'clock. AAA.
Did you take a slot labeled hot start F-4E backups?
Affirmed.
And just confirm the correction, lead flight number is -1.
20 miles.
Affirmed.
3,000.
DX. After Boswell 22467, proceed straight.
Roger that. 22457.
12 o'clock. AAA.
For one flight Red Crown, food updates. Red Crown currently clean. SA-6 located around Sadat alongside other hostile ground units seem to be all cleared out. The correction convoys around Palmyra, both first and second, out of M20 highway and highway 32, I believe are still intact. That is the current task, correction, as the current tasking.
That. Pharaoh 1, Pharaoh 2 are inbound target.
Pharaoh 1, background, recommend contact. Apologies, recommend contact Snoopy 1.
Copy that. Contact Snoopy 1 for Pharaoh 1.
Red Crown, Thunder 6 flight is back with you, flowing to home plate. Just to confirm, you want us on Snoopy?
Red Crown, Roger.
Hey firm, we'll contact Snoopy on Bed 2.
21690.
Snoopy, Pharaoh 1, checking back in. Flight at 2 F-4Es.
Pharaoh 1, Overlord, stand by searching.
That Overlord.
Pharaoh 1, Overlord, your radar contact object was like 22757. Your squawk's going to be 3100 in sequence, working a block of 170. Stand by for attack plan.
Copy that. 1300 in sequence for Pharaoh 1, ready for attack.
And Pharaoh 1-1, Overlord, looks like we have targets near the highway. Recommend vectoring 042 for 47, maintaining a cap in that area for interdiction to protect our assets, and when able, push Red Crown. Or FAC-A. Correction, push FAC-A.
Copy that. Push FAC-A when able. Pharaoh 1.
Overlord, Thunder 6 flight is with you from Red Crown, flowing towards Princess Anne for RTB. Negative. You got eyes on it.
Right. Overlord copies, flowing down south for RTB. Stand by while I search for you on scope. And Thunder Flight, Overlord, have you radar contact. You're going to be vectoring 222 for 70.
Right, push button
Once
14.
you hit that in about 25 miles, you're going to transfer to Damascus Control.
Two, spot and 14.
Could be Pharaoh 1.
Snoopy, go Pharaoh.
Roger that, Snoopy. What's your current status?
Flowing towards Palmyra.
Copy that. Coming right, 030.
Two's gonna slide under you for your left wing.
Copy 2. Level 1 off. Block 170.
Snoopy, Osiris 2-2, hostile
Lovely,
contact on the
170.
ground just east of Palmyra, 2 to 3 miles. Snoopy, hostile contacts, 2-3 miles, west or east? East of Palmyra. East Palmyra. Snoopy to Volt Flight.
Alright, looks like our Mavericks are good to go.
Ultra One, checking. Report of ground units, 2 to 3 miles. 2 miles east of Palmyra. Roger, you want to push towards Palmyra, take it.
Alright, 2. You got the fire from the border outpost on our 12?
Yeah, wait, let me look for it. Hey, firm, I see the fire. My Mavericks are still warming up, though.
Continue on your targets, Vulture. Just give me your heads up. Vulture 1 copies. Snoopy to Animus or Osiris flights. Go ahead for Osiris. Are you still engaged with your targets? If we're engaging the targets west of Palmyra on Highway 30.
I'll switch back to your right wing.
Hey, from Snoopy to Pharaoh.
Pharaoh 1.
Are you still engaged with your targets or in your tasking?
We're currently flowing towards the original target on Highway 32. That Osiris is working. Did you need us to break off and look for a different one?
Assessing the ground to make an emergency landing at Palmyra. Red Crown pop-up group, bullseye 265 sent to 6000 climbing maneuvers, hostile, heavy, full contacts, takeoff, correction, liftoff, Sherrod.
Copy that, Red Crown.
And 275 traffic, Red Crown, if anyone is cap capable, please push 305, currently there are no cap aircraft assigned.
Copy that. Pharaoh 1's got it. Push 205 on the heading, you said?
305.
305, roger that. Pushing Red Crown frequency.
Nails, 7 o'clock.
2, fence in. We're gonna go air to air again.
Two fencing edge air.
Gonna be button 8. Red Crown, Pharaoh 1-1's checking back in with you.
Pharaoh 1, Red Crown, border contact. Pharaoh 1, single group, Bra 27457, 8000 hot, hostile, heavy, full contacts.
Copy that. Say heading once again.
Pharaoh 1, Bra 27258.
27258. Do you want us to wait for them to cross the border, or we have permission to cross the border here?
Pharaoh 1, Red Crown, recommend flow 150.
150 on the heading.
If that's okay with you, I'm just gonna turn 150 already.
Copy that, that's fine. I went the wrong direction.
1, Red Crown, just advised 275 traffic. They've got about 2-3 minutes, correction, between 2 and 3 minutes. I will get you on a hold. They currently bears toward the northern pinnacle of the border. Once I think you might be able to get a timeline in without crossing the border, I'll let you know.
Alright, 1 copies. We're currently, both 1 and 2 are heading 150.
Right, Crown.
Do you have me in sight?
Looking. What's your altitude?
Left 50, 7 miles.
About Angels 18.
Okay, roger that. I've got you in sight. Looks like I'm about your 7 or 8 o'clock or so. Co-altitude, we're pretty far separated.
Yeah, if I pull the power back a little, you can rejoin.
Copy that. What's your current speed?
About 350 for 300.
Copy. 350. Dang, I want to... How do I used to remember how to selective jettison. I can't remember it anymore. Oh, never mind, I got it.
How close are we to the bandits? I have nothing on radar.
He's setting up a timeline for us here. Oh, he's setting up a timeline for us here.
Tornado 72 on Red Crown. Tornado 72, Red Crown, welcome. Radar contact object bullseye 22631. Recommend flow 080, block 22 if able. Copy, 228.
Red Crown, Pharaoh 1-1. What heading do you want us on currently?
Pharaoh 1-1, maintain 150.
Copy that. Are you setting us up for intercept here?
AFAM, they're currently hot on your tail. In about 20 seconds, I'm intending to put you in hot up.
Copy that. Alright, they're at 20,000, so I'm going to dip down to about 19,000, get them out of the ground clutter here.
Single group opens azimuth, weighted east. Pharaoh 1-1, recommend commit. Eastbound, route 290746. 33,000, stack 19,000, hot, hostile, heavy, 3 contacts.
Copy that. Pharaoh 1's committing on that contact. Turning left, 296. 2, do you hear that?
Tornado 7, spin right.
Hey, from left 296.
Copy. We're heading. Tornado 7, after spin right. Commit, west arm, bra 32731, 18,000, hot, hostile, singleton. I'll give you another outpost for spin.
Left 40, 45 miles. 12,500.
Contact 46 miles. 42. Tornado 7, bra 320.
We don't like clear to
flank
punch the
left,
bag.
hostile singleton.
Yeah, go ahead and get rid of it.
Follow on northeast 11 to 30,000.
We're right at my 8 o'clock here. Or sorry, my 4 o'clock.
Hey, firm, I have you on radar.
Roger. I don't have our bandits on the radar yet.
Follow on
Hey, firm, safety.
now Juno
West 25 miles, 20,000 hot, hostile 2 contacts.
Copy that. Hostile to contacts on the nose for fare 1.
And Tornado Salomon, follow on group now 2 o'clock, 10 miles. Copy.
We need to make sure your flare switch is on.
Okay. No, sir. Right 15, 11 miles, 19,000. Right 5, 14 miles, 19,000. Okay. Roger. Okay. Unable. Nah, I can't do that. All right. Returning to standard scan. No. Can't do that.
Spotted. Roger.
Alright, I've got a lock on him.
2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. 4.
Fare 1, Fox 1.
All right. Returning to standard scan. Can't do that, sir. I lost lock. Returning to regular scan. Unable.
I've got the guy. I just shot at the guy on the right.
We have a 12 o'clock. 2 miles.
Do you still see the guy on the left hand side?
I have 1 locked.
Copy that. I'm on one of their 6s, so don't shoot me.
Do you have your lights on?
Roger. Unable.
Lock bogey. You got it. I can't do that.
Merge head on.
Copy that. Looks like a big 19.
He's at our 1 o'clock. He's at our 1 o'clock. He's at our 12 o'clock. And another at 3 o'clock.
Alright, one still offensive, coming low, coming through 15,000.
No can do, man. Whoa, we got nails 3 o'clock. Shit, he's on our 6.
Yep, he's at my...
Yep, I've got one on my 6.
He's on our 6. Missile, 6 o'clock.
Alright, he just shot an ATOL at me. Couldn't hit me.
Trailing us.
I'm defensive. End for the deck.
Hey, Firm, I have the bandit on your 6 inside. I'm trying to maneuver fresh off.
5 o'clock.
Copy that? Where do you want me to go?
To the deck. Keep going where you are. Keep going where you are.
Okay, current heading on the deck. I've got the MiG. Looks like he's pulling off of me.
And another at 7 o'clock.
Oh, you got a MiG on your 6 now? I'll come back to get the other guy. I'm going for the guy on your 6 now.
Can you get him off me? I can kill this guy.
Roger that.
229, 17,000, cold, hostile singleton, vins on fire 11, furball.
Yep,
Can
furball.
you get the guy off my 6?
Trying. Go for the deck. Turn, go for the deck now.
Fire 11, you've got a third party inbound from the west, hostile singleton.
He flew right by.
3 minutes.
Roger.
Roger. No can do. Okay, he's 4.
I have a guy on my 12. I'm gonna take a shot.
Another at.
Copy that. We're both offensive.
He's right behind us.
We merged.
Roger that.
He's trailing us.
Tornado 7, flow 062.
You crossed under me. Perfect.
He's at our 8
Roger.
o'clock. And another at 12 o'clock.
Gun kill. Splash.
Jink right.
He's getting in shooting.
Oh, roger that. I see him. What? Going vertical. Actually, I'm gonna turn it into a yo-yo. That looks better. Alright. You still have eyes on me? You still see the bandit?
Yeah, hey, Firm. I see him. I'm maneuvering for a shot.
Copy that. I'm in a left-hand turn. Okay, looks like he's starting to break off me.
Hostile vanish.
I have him straight off my nose.
Copy that. I see you and I see the bandit.
I give him a fucking haircut.
Roger that. Good job.
He's still going though.
Yep, he is.
Fire Pro flight, third party, now 9 miles west.
Copy that. Pharaoh 1 copies. We're still in a dogfight. Single MiG-19.
He just crossed under me.
Copy that. Are you currently at a heading of 150?
I can't check. He's at the deck. He's at the deck.
Okay, yep, I got him.
I'm going vertical.
Flash, flash, flash. Splash
Going
screen.
out, I think.
Nice job, dude.
Tornado standby, Shah 1-1. Singleton remains, third party, Brad 3105, 14,000, tracks northeast, hostile, Singleton.
Got that Singleton 315. Alright, hear that Singleton 315.
Pharaoh 1, cut off 020.
Hey, Pharaoh 315.
020, roger. Alright, check that 020.
Snoopy.
I'm turning left 020.
Yep.
Pharaoh 1, horror, single hostile, now maneuvers south. Pharaoh 1, Brad 0107, 10,000 hot.
Roger.
I have an assay 2 locking me.
Pharaoh 1-2, Brad 3477, 9,000.
Roger. Arch, MiG-19.
I'm blind, I'm blind.
Copy that. We're up high, about 10,000.
During the base, no fuel. Tornado 7, Sayqal, pigeons 22043.
12 o'clock now.
Can you drop 2 flares?
2043.
Flares away.
Okay, I have eyes on you.
Roger that. We're going nose to nose again. He's going for the deck.
I see him.
3 o'clock now.
Getting low on gas here.
Fox 1.
Roger that. Fuck, hit him, please.
We've got our 12 o'clock.
No track, no track.
Copy that. I've got a visual on you.
136.
Tornado 7, contact overload.
1 o'clock.
Alright, you're the shooter,
So got the clear. Contact overload 301.5.
We've got our 7 o'clock.
Get him.
Fuck, the gun's difficult.
Oh, he took a shot at me. Alright, you should have a good shot here.
6 o'clock low now. 6 o'clock.
Alright, I'm re-engaging, coming in on your 6. Okay, and he's coming back up after me, okay.
6 o'clock now.
Alright, I'm gonna extend, and I'm gonna come back. You're offensive.
6 o'clock high.
Hey, firm, I'm trying to line up a gunshot. I don't have many rounds left.
Copy that. Alright, I'm pretty well extended here. That should help out.
He got me overshoot. I'm going vertical. I'm gonna drop on his head.
Roger. Roger that. Come on, radar. Come on, radar. Come on, radar.
He's on my 6 now. I fucked up.
Copy that. Just stay level. Stay level. I'm gonna get him.
She's on her 12-ish.
1087 red crown. Go ahead.
Stay level.
1087 push.
Gun skill, gun skill.
301
Jink. ATOL.
Contact overload.
Alright, he's done. Let's head to Sayqal.
6 o'clock. He's got a 6 o'clock.
Good kill.
Pharaoh 1, contact faded.
Copy that. Pharaoh flight is done for the day. We're heading home. Vectors to Sayqal.
All sound picture clean. You can either return to home plate or Sayqal is available.
We'll take Sayqal. We're low on gas.
Pharaoh 1, Sayqal pigeons 23481.
224, roger that. Pharaoh 1, thank you. 2, it's heading 224 for Sayqal.
A-frame 224.
But he lost. I can't do that. Six o'clock. Singer. 6 o'clock. SA2.
I have an SA2 launch on my 6.
Copy that, it's Splash. I'm looking for you. What's your altitude?
Repeat.
What's your altitude? I'm looking for you here.
Angels 5 and climbing.
Angels 5, okay. I'm up at Angels 12.
I'm now Angels 9.
I got a visual on you. I'll join up on you.
Yes, sir. Nah, I can't do that.
Stay speed.
400 in the box.
I'll copy that. You slow it down a little bit so I can catch up to you.
A-frame, let's go 300 in the box.
Copy that. I'm currently at your 8 o'clock high.
In the box.
Roger. What's your fuel state?
State is 3, or 3,000 pound.
Okay, where would you like to go? Nails on our nose, 12 o'clock. Roger. Doing set for diversion.
Alright, I'm settled on you too.
A-frame, I have the TACAN set for Sayqal. I have it just shy of 240 for 56 miles.
Copy that. I think we'll make it. Fly for max fuel conserve here. Want to bring up the altitude a little bit? That might help with gas.
Yeah, how high do you want to go?
Let's bring it up to 15.
Going for Angels 15. to level off.
One.
Actually, let's go over the clouds.
One.
So, I hate to admit it, but this whole time I may or may not have had the Mavericks on the aircraft. I just sent them a moment ago for fuel efficiency.
This jet is so easy to fly in formation.
I'm gonna level off Angel 18.
Roger. What's your speed?
Still 300 in the box.
Copy.
Gonna go slightly left here for Sayqal.
Red Crown. Pharaoh 1 flight is checking off.
Pharaoh 1, Red Crown, Roger, you're still somewhat out of the AOR for Sayqal. For the time being, though, feel free to push 301.5, contact Overlord. Good day.
I've that over to Overlord for Pharaoh 1 flight.
What was the frequency?
Gonna be button 2. Overlord, Pharaoh 1 flight, checking in for fuel divert to Sayqal.
Pharaoh 1-1, Overlord, copies, have you radar contact, stand by for vectors for fuel.
Roger.
And Pharaoh 1-1, you have Texaco 1-1 Bravo 18931 18,000, currently tracking east, no checks in tow. How copy?
Copy that. Pharaoh 1 copies all, however, we need to divert to Sayqal at this point.
Pharaoh 1 copies.
Spot, I took the altitude up to Angels 21, I'm gonna level it off here.
Roger.
And Pharaoh 1 approved. Your pigeons brought as 23634. Once, correction, after 13 miles, push to ATC at 277.550. How copy?
Pharaoh 1 copies all. We'll switch frequencies in a few miles here over to Sayqal. Thanks.
Pharaoh 1, Overlord copies. See you.
See ya.
Amazing dogfight though.
Yeah, we've had 2 of them. I'll have to check the gun cam footage, because I don't know if I got 4 or 5 bandits today.
I'm not sure if I got a single one, but I definitely helped.
Absolutely. Pretty close to the border, so I think we should delay the fence out. What do you think?
You wanted to delay the fence out?
Hey, Farm, we're pretty close to the border here.
Yeah, hey, Firm, I still have everything ready. I did turn my lights on. I can turn those off if it's unnecessary.
I think you're okay.
Overlord recommend snap 152 about 3 miles. 888, pop up, you're currently in ring.
After that, snap in 152. Thanks for the assist, Overlord. Swapping to Sayqal.
Overlord copies. Soup!
Button 4 for...
Rolling up.
I'm thrown up.
Was it Sayqal on button 4?
Sayqal traffic, Pharaoh 1, flight of 2 F-4s inbound for immediate landing fuel emergency. Any conflicting traffic, please advise. Two, I've got the field in sight. I'll take the lead. We're almost lined up for our runway.
Hey, from your lead, you wanna fence up?
Fence out.
We're in a hangar right on F6, SA2.
SA2, splash from Palmyra.
Yeah, from.
One's at 350 in the box.
Singer, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, from. I'm in a loose trail.
Of that, you want the overhead or straight in?
I think we can probably do straight in since there's no one else here.
Copy. Descend a little steeper then. Give ourselves a nice initial here.
Hey, from.
Slowing down for the dirty up. Idle boards. Sayqal traffic, Pharaoh, flight of 2 F-4Es inbound for runway 27. Any conflicting traffic, please advise. We're on long final.
What's your speed?
200.
Yep, just call out when you want me to dirty up.
Go ahead and dirty up now, if you're in trail.
Gear down, flaps down.
Gear, flaps, pressure, warning lights, anti-skid.
You take the left side and I'll take the right.
Copy. Do the best I can here. Got a slight crosswind, about coming left to right.
500.
Excuse me, right to left.
Yeah, Affirm. Just be careful with your parachute, it might pull your jet around a little.
100. That was a beautiful landing.
Let's get rid of the parachute somewhere on the taxiway.
Affirm.